called right at the end, bro. Told me we won. Yo, Antonio got a motherfucking tap in because Harry Kane's a pussy hole. Ha ha. Fuck them spuds. Take some of that, you dig? Yo, I try to call you during the game. I try to have bro do a little triple. But it ain't work because this dummy got the fucking Buffale phone playing and he can't make international calls. But he gonna sort that out. Once he sort that out, I'm gonna plug in with you, B. Yo, big up everybody, man. So happy, right? Yo, when I get back to my cell, I'm gonna make a fucking big ass brick. Jack Mac with the pickles, with the fucking chips, with the everything, you heard? With a little sazon packet for the season. Yeah, you know it. But hey, man's happy to the motherfucker right now that we beat them spuds. And bro, they'll put in the bet for me on the gambling account. We up all the way. You heard?
Look who we have from Holiday. What are you saying, Mousy?
Yeah, nothing much, man. Yeah.
See, what did I tell you, Doc? I left this man a voice note because it's real. I said to him, like, slow the roll on like the days on your vacation because before you know it, you're back at the airport. And you're back at the airport today. Then he's gone. Wi-Fi must not be good in Canary Islands. Just say. He'll come back. Big up Happy Hammerette. What? She's in the building. Yes, she is. Happy Hammerette got a new whip still, man. Peugeot. I say Peugeot, but she says Peugeot. And now Milesy got his Wi-Fi back. And then it's gone. Wi-Fi must suck in like Canary Island. I ain't playing with you. It must suck because he was here, and then he was there, and then he was gone, and then he was there, and then he was here, and then he was gone. Real things, man. Yo, so yesterday I was tripping. Oh, he's back. See? I hope he stays this time. What is wrong with the Wi-Fi in Canary Islands, Doc?
I know, I've just disconnected from it.
Oh, yeah, trust me. That was like us yesterday. We had a thing, like our Wi-Fi just shut down. Like,
Oh, really?
for like a good I'd say 7 or 8 hours, Doc. It was
Fucking hell.
I know, it's because of the weather. It got so hot and it just done. But Mozzie, how Canary Islands, talk to me.
I'm still here. I'm still in my room. Look.
I know. He likes to rub it in a bit, you know. This man likes to rub it in a bit. He sends videos of him just chilling by the pool with him and his girl, drinking pina coladas and margaritas. That looks beautiful. Man. I ain't even playing with you. That looks beautiful. Yo, happy saying hello to you, Doc. Happy saying hello.
Oh, hi, Happy.
She got, okay, how do you pronounce the name? Peugeot or Peugeot? Car. How do you pronounce the name?
Peugeot.
See, you say it Peugeot too. It ain't Peugeot though? Like, it's spelled Peugeot, no?
It's French, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you have to
Peugeot. Like, imagine if we find a player named Peugeot. Like, yo.
Or Bababoom.
Vive la Pajou. Like, yo.
Je m'appelle Andy.
Travion. No, but Canary Islands, man. How what your three takeaways from Canary Islands? Like, what your three takeaways that you'll never forget? Excluding Shelly, because she's a diamond. She's with you tonight. Yo.
Definitely the drinks because it's just free pour. Like literally, they go like
Oh,
So I was like pina colada, and they're literally just pouring it like that into the glass.
they
So it's
don't
not.
stop. Like, yo, to have the whole bottle type, like, they should just hand you the bottle. Like, there you
I
go.
know. Uh, it's just nice and relaxing, man. Like literally, I feel so refreshed. When we get back, we're booking we're going to go to Tenerife probably in September. So we're going to go to another Canary Island. So we're getting about a bit.
How many islands are there in Canary
Four,
Island?
I think.
Okay,
Lanzarote, Gran Canaria, Fuerteventura, and Tenerife. Yeah, four, I think.
okay, okay. So the free pour, that's number one. What's the other two takeaways from Canary Island, man?
Um, I don't know. I think the people are just very nice here. Like the
I
people
love.
who work here.
Yep, yep.
Like when you're just speaking to them, they speak that like they're very. I think a lot of places love the English anyway, and it's like you always like say please, thank you, and stuff like that. It goes a long way.
Well behaved. Yeah, yeah. No, 100%. That's why I hate going to Mexico. They talk a different language, and you don't know if they're talking about you or not talking about you. It's just like speak English, but you know what I mean? Like, no,
Yeah,
Canary Island. Like, no, the people. You know what I found? I thought honestly a good place to go to is Barbados. I found the people
yeah,
there really nice. Well, Andy, honestly, I really did. So the drinks, the people, and the third one has to be the food. It has to be the food.
yeah. No, definitely, man. The food's nice. The food's nice. So no, it's we're getting picked up about 5 o'clock. So we've got we have to check out in an hour. So
Yep.
they've got like a luggage room. Um, so we'll put our luggage in there, and we'll probably do a walk down towards like the beach and where the shops are, just to
Yep.
make our day go a little bit quicker. Then come back. Lunch is until 3 o'clock, so we'll probably have some last little bit of food, maybe a couple of drinks, and then just wait for our coach to turn up.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So you have some drinks, you have some food, and then we're back to the airport to go home. But like it's good. Like sometimes it feels good to get back home, doesn't it? Like because you're away.
No, I have missed it. I have missed it. Like speaking to like my mum and dad quite a bit,
Yeah.
starting to my nan. It is nice, like going away, but you do miss home as well at the same time. So, and obviously Father's Day tomorrow as well. So
Yeah.
come back at a good time.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect, man. That's
And the most
perfect.
important thing is that I've come back with a tan. That's all I care about.
Uh-oh. Mavi has a tan. Andy the tan man. How do you mean? And the tan man. Straight up, man. How's Shelly doing? She's good?
Yeah, she's just rolling the cigarettes. Yeah, look at my tan, man.
Look at this guy. Look at this. Yo, you look Brazilian, dog. Yo.
Yeah, look,
When,
see?
when are you signing from WeStHaM, dog? We need we need a Brazilian up for the squad, dog.
Andino.
Andinho. Yo, is that a guard thing done or not? Like,
Yeah, it's done. They're just. I think they'll probably announce Ariola on Monday as well. On Monday as well, probably.
yeah, that's the first two in it. That's the first two, and then the striker. Like, who's gonna like come in? Like Emmanuel Dennis, King Lewis Potter. Like, we need somebody, man.
I reckon Lewis Potter and Dennis probably. I like Sarr as well, but if we can get him, if we can get Sarr as well, I'll be all over that.
Who's the other boy? I think he plays for Watford. Cornet, is that his name?
No,
Cornet.
Burnley. He's Burnley. Burnley. No,
Man, I don't like him. He's an all right player, man. He has bagged the skills still. Real thing.
no. The one who I want though is Dwight McNeil from Burnley. That's the one who I want.
He's
He's English,
good. He's
22
good.
as well.
Yeah, he's good. Because I remember when we played Burnley, that was like one of the danger men. McNeil was like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's good.
And he's
He's good, man.
English.
Which makes it even better. Yeah. And Moyes likes his English players, doesn't he? Honestly. What about Yanazai? Or Yanazai? Yanazai?
Oh, mate,
Yanazai?
he wants like 100 grand a week. I'll tell him to fuck off. He's not really proved it since he's left Man United. He's not really proved it where he's gone.
Yanazai? Piss off. Like, you know.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I take him though because he's left-footed and he normally plays on the right though, which is like we don't need another Bowen. So it's like we need a okay, okay. This is it. Left sided midfielder, like winger, outside, like left. Who would you sign if you were David Moyes right now? And you can you can like
Andy Miles.
okay, piss off. Piss off. Andy Miles has already done been sold to Barcelona, dog. So it's like,
No, mine would be Dwight McNeil because he reminds me of Everton so much.
really, Matty Edrington.
Yeah.
Really? Edrington was dope. I saw Edrington play. I saw it, like, I got to witness Edrington play. He actually scored a goal when I saw him play at the bowling ground. It was against, who was it? Who's the Irish boy that used to manage Mick McCarthy? Sunderland, I think it was. And we were in the championship sometimes. But it's like, yo, yeah, Matty Edrington, he was just like no nonsense left winger. Like, yeah, I agree with you on that. I really do.
Yeah, no, but Ward Prowse is the one I want. But if they want 70 minutes, I reckon if we bid 50, I reckon they'll accept it.
I think if we bid like 30 or 40, they might accept that, dog. Like, he's no Declan Rice. Like,
no, but them two together in the midfield would be fucking epic.
That would be fucking mad. That would be mad. And did you see how much like England missed Declan Rice the other day? Like
Mate, I was watching it, yeah. So I brought my iPad with me. So we was in the bar watching it because I had the Germany Italy game. Was it Italy? Yeah, Germany Italy game. So I had that on. So obviously I was watching it on my iPad, and literally it was just so fucking depressed. But like Harry Maguire at Man United is shocking, but for England we missed him as well on that game. We did. For England, he's a different player, a totally different player.
No, you're right. Like Sterling has that effect as well. Like for Man City, he's kind of like here nor there, but for England, he shows up. Like it's weird. It's weird. And Maguire's the same. Like I don't rate Maguire, but in an England shirt, I rate Maguire. You know what I mean? But Phillips looks lost.
I think about.
Go on.
Yeah. I like the back three of like Stones, Maguire, and Walker, and having like Trent Alexander-Arnold or Reece James as like the wing back.
Mm-hmm.
I like that very well, but you need a Chilwell or a Luke Shaw to be fit as well.
Yeah, you do. You do. You do. You need, just for the solidarity, if you say. You know what I mean? Just for the solidarity. I agree with you. But like, who did we have up front? Who was it? It was Kane? Kane was playing, wasn't he?
Kane, Saka, and Bowen, which is, That's it. See, I like Grealish. Grealish is so underrated by a lot of people. I think he's a talent. As soon as he gets the ball, he just runs. He runs with it and takes people on. What more do you want from a player? He reminds me of Al Berkovic, who used to play for West Ham. That's who he reminds me of.
Yep. Like I was watching the match with my father, and my father's like, "Why isn't like it was the first game, I think, or the second?" And he's like, "Why ain't Grealish on? Like Grealish makes things happen." And then he came on. I think this one was against Italy, maybe. And yeah, he turned the game on his head. Like he turned the game on his head. Like I agree with you. Grealish is very, very underrated for what he does. You know what I mean?
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah, man. No, I hear that, man. I hear that. Fixture list. What's your thoughts on
it? Yeah, no, man. But how are you anyway? You good?
No, I'm good, but fixture list. What's your thoughts on the fixture list?
We've got to play each other twice. I'm not, like I said, I think I mentioned it the other day when I come on briefly. I'm not too worried about it. I'd rather play Man City on the first game of the season, to be honest. They may not be up to speed. A lot of players having their break. I know, obviously, Haaland, but I think it will take some time to get used to the Premier League, especially against Ballon Dawson. He's going to teach him a lesson.
Oh, yeah, man. Ballon, what is it? Ballon Dawson? Like, Ballon Dawson? Like, yo, he is. Yeah. And you know what? I like having them as the first match because they might not be up to it, like you just said. So it's like, bring them on. Like, on what do you think about the World Cup in the winter? That's weird, isn't it?
Oh
Like,
man, do you know what? We're gonna hate it, but it's just the bit. It's just like the occasion. Like obviously, the World Cup would have started yesterday if it was in the
yeah,
summer, and it's
yeah,
like the beer garden situation, going to the pub. Like imagine being crammed in a pub in the winter with everyone coughing, and I know we'll make the atmosphere because we've had a few Rugby World Cups in the winter when we won it. Obviously, it was around that time, around the Christmas time. So, like on the rugby, but no, I'm a bit gutted because obviously they're missing the games over Christmas to stop fatigue. So obviously we've got a game on Boxing Day, and then we've got
yeah.
a week's rest instead of like the 3 or 4. That's what I love. The games over Christmas. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's when you got football like thick and fast, like one match, two match, three match a week, like that. Yeah, no, but instead of that, we get to watch England. You know what I mean? So it's like tit for tat. Like we still get the
Yeah.
football, but it's not going to be West Ham, is it? It's going to be England,
But
and
no, man,
hopefully,
I'm all good. Like just sorting everything out. Really, I've
you
got to
think
go in a minute. You got me for another 7 minutes because I need to finish packing.
no, no doubt. Do you think Bowen's going to get on the plane to Qatar?
If he continues the way he's going, mate, I don't see. There's no one else like him. There
No
really
one.
isn't anyone else like him. He can turn the game and yeah, just give him the ball and let him run with it. That's pretty much it, really. Like what he does for West Ham.
He had a couple sitters like in the few games that he played, man, and he wasn't able to make do with them. But I think given time, he'll come through. He will come through. Once he gets a bit more comfortable in the England shirt, I think he'll come through, man. He's one of my favorites, man. Honest to goodness, man. Let's just hope
Yeah,
he's
no,
still
he's one of my
tagging.
favourite players as well.
Let's just hope he's still tagging Danny Dyer. So he has that like, kind of like, when you play like Super Mario Brothers and you get like that mushroom or whatever, and you turn like invincible. It's like that's like him tagging Danny Dyer. So may that continue. Real talk.
Yeah, no, definitely. But no,
Yeah, man.
I know a few people are panicking with regards to the transfers. It's still
Yeah.
early to go. I know you can see other people
It's
doing
early.
business, but
Yeah.
I'm still not panicking yet.
No, it's early doors, and Moyes hasn't got it wrong. Like Moyes hasn't got it wrong since he's been there. He hasn't got the funding that he needed in the last three transfer windows, but he's held it together. And I'm not panicking. And I said this on the other show the other day. Unless it comes to like August 31st and we ain't signed nobody, then I'll be biting my nails. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%, man. But no, I'm not panicking yet. Like I said, I'm not panicking.
No,
Not
that's
panicking
100.
one bit.
No, me neither. I think he'll get it right. I think Rob Newman needs to show himself, and I think he will. Krasinski,
Yeah,
get
a lot of people don't realise, man. Like he's got a lot of he's got a lot of links to Russia, so a lot of his money's tied up at the minute as well.
What do you think about that whole Hall Select thing? Like the
Oh,
player
mate,
for
if he, everyone was raving about him. Like, I get it, but he's not good
yeah
enough. He's not good enough, is he? Like, if Moyes don't think he's good enough, what's the point of buying someone for the sake of it?
yeah? Because I heard that Nazari, he's back in the mix. Like he's back in the fold. Like apparently Moyes is looking at him
No,
like wanting
he's
to.
gone to Stuttgart or Leverkusen.
Oh my days! Who? El Nazari?
No, Isaac.
I know that. Yeah. I know that. He went to Leverkusen, but apparently Moyes is back in for the boy, El Nazari, who
No, it's
plays
not for me. Not for me.
he plays for Sevilla, doesn't he? Sevilla or whatever they're called. He plays for them, doesn't
Yeah, he plays for Sevilla. Yeah. No,
he? Yeah.
there's so many players like who we're linked with. But for me, I don't know. I would still try and get Rashford personally.
Yeah, but apparently Rashford like peels off because the new boy in town said that he's in his plans, and I don't know. That's just journal talk. We're gonna see so much journal talk. You know what I mean? Like
I still
real
think
things.
Lingard will sign. I still think Lingard will sign.
Me too. Me too. I think so. I'd like to sign this boy, to tell you the truth. I'm not even playing with you. I'd like to sign this boy. Yes, Kieran.
Good day, young Andy.
How you doing, bud?
DJ.
Good.
How are we, boys?
Yeah, just getting my last few hours of the sun in Canary Islands, Kieran.
Yeah, you've been out there, Andy, haven't you? You've enjoyed it, obviously. And you're on your way back today, are you?
Yeah, I'm checking out in a minute. There we go.
Lovely. It looks gorgeous, mate. It really looks gorgeous. Fucking hell, I love that.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, I'll
been
see
really
you a
nice.
couple of clips of you sitting by the swimming pool, you fucker. Did you nick all the German seats, did you?
Yeah, that could be done.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. That would be a nice break for you, man.
Yeah, no, we're just waiting around. We've got to check out of our room at 12, and then we're going to walk down to like the beach, and we get picked up at 5 to go back to the airport. So.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that's great. All right, so you got a night flight, Andy, have you?
Yeah, 9:30. So we land at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah. What, Stansted?
No, Gatwick.
Oh, Gatwick. Oh, fucking hell. Right, yeah, it's a bit of a slap from Gatwick, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm going back to Shelley's house because Shelley's dad's picking us up. So I'm going back to Shrewsbury Nest tonight, and then she's dropping me home tomorrow. So.
Oh, it's not so bad then. Yeah. Because Gatwick, the Hornchurch, is a bit of a slap, isn't it? It's a fucking.
Well, yeah, it's a bit further to Shelley's. It's about when we had to be at the airport for 3 a.m. when we come last week, and it took an hour and a half without traffic. So, yeah.
Shit. Oh,
it's all good.
That was a nice little break, though, isn't it? Nice little break, nice place to go.
Yeah, we're booking Tenerife when we get back.
Yeah, straight on it. Yeah, we weren't used to be like that, mate. We'd fucking come back from Spain for a couple of weeks and go, "Fuck it, we've got to do this again." You'd be booking it as you get back, wouldn't you? On the phone.
You've got to be so careful. You've got to be so careful with Spain now. Well, Canary Islands is fine because it's sort of different laws. The Spanish, all the mainlands like Ibiza and Malaga and all that, they've changed their all-inclusive. It's not all-inclusive no more. It's literally you're allowed 6 drinks a day. That's it. But they don't tell you.
Really?
Yeah.
You shoved that. Well, that wouldn't last. That would do my breakfast.
Yeah. Kieran, literally, you should see us. Yeah. So, like, obviously not today. We're by the pool probably by 9:30 in the morning, getting our sunbed and all that. And literally, we're queuing for the fucking bit of the pool bar to fucking open. We're waiting for him as he's lifting the fucking shutters up to get us a fucking drink.
That's what you do on holiday, mate. You fucking crack one open as early as you can, don't you?
Yeah, I've got Shelley onto it because that's what I don't normally drink it at home because it's not the same. Fucking because obviously over here it's half a brandy and half a Bailey's in half a pint glass. Fucking lovely.
Oh yeah,
lovely. Yeah, I used to mix the Baileys with the vodka, guys. No, mix that up half and half. Yeah, nice touch.
Yeah, so we had like 6 of them last night, and we was like, we've done a few of the other night as well. I feel a bit pissed now.
Don't get your rocking, son. You start feeling it like that. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Down with a Bailey so easy though, doesn't it?
Yeah, just them 2 extra ice cubes just sent you over the edge, they do.
Stop that ice, mate. Save the hangover.
But no. Well, gents, I've got to love you and leave you because I've got to go and finish packing. But I thought I'd pop on and say hello because Pete's dog sent me the link. But
I only pop on and say hello to you, Andy, because I knew you were on holiday and that, and I was a bit jealous now because we're only getting 22 degrees now, Andy. So.
Oh, that's shit, isn't it?
Shit, mate. But it's a bit chilly at night. You see me with a jacket for the first time. Not that it's cold. It's not really
more
cold.
like crocodile.
Go.
Serious.
Well, take care, gents, and I'll see you later. Yeah.
I would say right now, my son. Yeah.
See you later. Bye. Bye.
So what the fuck you doing? Ring me up, ask me to come on, you wanker. What you want?
Okay, I'll tell you this. My G, my prick. This is the prick Karen with the weather report that are shit all the time, every time. What do you think about the fixtures, man? Like, what do you
By the
think
way,
about the fixtures? Like this year, we're not gonna know until we like buy two players, aren't we? Like,
well,
I can't. You know,
no,
like,
yeah, it did. It ain't first time we've had Man City first game of the season. It's not ideal, is it? It's,
no, but I like them first. I like them because they might,
yeah,
as
for a
Miles.
lot of people, Peach, for a lot of people, it's best to get one of these big games out of the way first up. Just get it. You never know. We might catch him and we might surprise them. Um, but to be honest, I'm more worried about Nottingham Forest. Because the next game, which is their first home game in the Premier League, which they'll be so much up for. To me, I didn't want that fixture because that's a toughie, mate. And
I agree with
then when we throw in Brighton and Chelsea and Villa, it's a tough little start. But that's life. It's just not as like we're playing, the top four in the first four games. We've just got
you.
some tough fixtures like everybody has. I heard that Brentford had an unbelievably ridiculous start, playing all sorts of big names in the first four games. So, it ain't the worst, but it could have been kinder. I suppose no one wants to play the champions first game of the season, But to me, I'm not that bothered because when we've had a tough starts before, we've done all right. We've actually done better than we thought we'd do. So, and last year I think our first game was Newcastle, wasn't it? And we were horrendous, and we blew it big time.
Yeah, we,
I
we
think that
did.
was last season, Peach, wasn't it?
That
And
was first game was last. Yeah, Newcastle last season, 100.
yeah, and I mean, we thought we had it easy then because we were at home to Newcastle, and it turned out the opposite. We fucked it. So I'm not
Yeah,
too fussed. Mate, fuck it, we'll play City, and we got it out of the way. If win or lose, we got it out of the way. Got one of their
no,
games out of the way. Don't
I
have to
agree
worry
with you.
about it.
And you know what? It's like it's like Miley said, they might not be up to pace, and it's like depending on the signings we get when we see them home and all of that. With the signings that we get in, we might be well up for it, like well up for it. And if Moise can get these signings in, if Moise can get these signings in before, let's say, I don't know, mid-July, they'll be like fully like preseason training, all that. That'll only be better for the team. So
And this is
I'm
where
not.
we are. Pete. If you ask anyone's opinion now, if we face Man City tomorrow with the team we got, we'll probably
Yeah,
struggle, even though we played them 2 games ago and got a draw against them. But we're losing players out of the squad. We need to reinforce, but we can't really predict anything until we know what players we've got at the start of the season. You
uh,
can't predict where we're going to finish in the league. If someone asked
no,
me now where we're finishing the league with what we've got, I would say probably 12th. But
yeah, but we don't
if
see the
we
team.
if we if we sign good players to strengthen, that could change from 12 to 6. Who knows?
What about Connor Coventry and like Josh Cullen coming back? What do you think about that? Do you think that'll improve
Well,
us?
apparently he's done well, so why not? Why
Yeah,
not? I
okay.
remember, was it last season he had the pre-season? Before we let him out, he looked really good in the pre-season. So I know it's only a sort of thumbnail print of what he can and can't do, but he looked the part, and apparently he's done really well. So who knows? He could be the answer to an extra defensive midfielder or a cover for now that Noble's left. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. We'll see.
And apparently, Baptiste, apparently he's gonna go out on loan, and I think that'll be good for him. What's your thoughts on that?
I think if the people running the under 23s believe it's best for these players to go out on loan, I would agree with them then.
Yeah,
Because they know better than all of us, don't they? They're
100.
too it's too early for them to throw them into a Premier League season, and they'll benefit from being on loan. Most players do. If you look,
Yeah,
you look at Harry Kane at Tottenham. My God, he was on loan to more teams than you can imagine before
I
he
know.
actually made it in the first team. You
Yeah.
know, because like I've always said to you, Peach, there's a big jump from under 23s to the Premier League. So to
Yeah.
get that, experience, but it needs to be the right club. He can't go to a club where he's a bit part player. He needs to go and get game time at a decent
Yeah.
standard, and it will
Yeah.
benefit him. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah. He needs to be the main boy, like whatever club he goes to. But you're
Yeah,
right.
he needs to
You're
get
right.
a lot of game time, and hopefully he performs.
You're right, because the like I'll never forget this, and I didn't see it. I thought under 23s they're right under like the first team, but you mentioned that championship players are more under the first team than under 23s are. So I think it would be good for him to go out on loan, get that experience in the
Yeah,
championship or something like that.
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely.
Alfonso Areola, is he going to be wrapped up by Monday?
I don't know. The last I heard, he's gone on holiday. So I don't know. I don't know where we are, Peach. I thought that would have just been done straight away. I don't know what the hold up is.
He's probably with Mousy in Canary Island.
Yeah, he's out there lying by the pool, right, drinking fucking Baileys and brandy. That's what he's doing.
Brandy, that sounds like a dream.
I thought Areola was the rubber stamp one that wouldn't have took more than 2 minutes. But we are West Ham and we seem to do things a little bit harder. Maybe it is all wrapped up, mate. Then they're keeping it quiet and they'll announce it when it suits. I don't know.
You know, I'll bet you. Aguard is wrapped up. Areola is wrapped up. And I don't know. I think we're going to see Lingard. I think we will see Lingard. What do you think about Ward Prowse? Andy is big on him. Mousy is big on Ward Prowse.
I'm not that much of a fan.
See, you're okay. My dad not big on Ward Prowse. Me, I'm big on Ward Prowse. Andy big on Ward Prowse. You not big on Ward Prowse. Why aren't you big on Ward Prowse?
No, I reckon he's a great little player.
Yeah.
But when they start quoting numbers that they are, to me, they're saying the only reason they're saying 70 million is because they don't want to lose him, right? That's not what he's worth. I don't believe that player's worth 30 million. I really don't. Now, if we were talking in the realms of 30 million, I would be interested. But because they've done a Ward Prowse, they've done a Declan Rice, right? We put 150 million on Declan Rice. That's basically telling everyone he's not for sale, right? He's not for sale, right? Because you can't afford it and you won't pay it. And I don't believe any club would pay 70 million for Ward Prowse because he's never a 70 million pound player, never in a million years, right? So if he was 30 million, I think you'd have a few clubs going for him.
Yeah, but that's why they're putting it at 70 million because of what you just said.
You don't want to lose.
Absolutely. And because at the end of the day, he is 30 million top dollar. Like that's it. That's your ceiling. And
I think that's what he's worth. That's just my opinion. I think that's what he's worth. And if we could get him for that, I'd be delighted. Absolutely delighted. But when you start talking silly numbers for these players, no, don't be silly. Go away.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, man. What do you think about the new kit? You like it? You don't like it?
Nah, I'm a bit. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not jumping out of my seat with it, guys. It's all right.
I like it. It's like graffiti things on the side. It's like my type of style. I like it.
I'm not over. It's okay. That's all I look at and go, it's okay.
It's like the 92 kit, though. It's kind of like the 92 kit, but it's just like graffiti this time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Honestly. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I'd rather see it off because sometimes I've seen kits and I didn't really think much of them. Then when I see them in the flesh, when they're on the pitch, I think, oh, wow, no, that looks all right. So I'll wait till I see it on the pitch before I really slag it off.
You're right on that, man. Yeah, fuck this guy. Oh, my days. Away kit. What do you think? Is the away kit out yet or no? Like, is it going to be white? Is it going to be blue? Is it going to be black? Like,
well, I've always been an away kit lover, right? More so than the first team. Really,
Me too.
most of the kits I've ever bought have been the away kits in my
Yep.
life. So I'm more excited about seeing the next two kits, even though the second one is usually my favourite. And
Oh, well, yeah,
I've
boy.
always been more of a fan of the white when it's been the second kit. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well,
Yeah,
you got you.
I've always liked the second kits mainly.
Me too, man. The away kit, second kit, that's my favorite kit. But the third kit, it's like black with like peach on it, dog. It's
Yeah,
like the best.
well,
It's like peach, dog.
I
I'm
know
buying that.
Jukey put up a photo there. I don't know, and he's not sure. I'm not sure he's sure himself whether it's a
Yeah.
true reflection of the kit or whether it's just one of them concept thing. But I liked
Oh,
it. I was
oh,
surprised I liked it, but I really
I,
did. I
I
thought,
know.
yeah, I like that. I'd have that
Oh
as a
yeah.
third.
And
Oh,
the second, I can't wait to see it. And you know what? I'm on the same page as you. I hope it's either a sky blue kit or a white kit. Or if they mix it up like how we had the Argentina one like last season. Like, yeah,
yeah.
something along the same lines.
The third kit,
Absolutely.
I think you've got a bit more of a license with the third kit to do what you want, right? It can be a bit out there. So I'm not worried
Yeah.
about that, but let them go for it. Let them go for a bit out there with the third. But the second kit, I think it should be a white or a light blue and something smart, something classy would be good.
What did you what did you think? Yeah, I agree with you. And talking about classy, and I thought this kit was class. It was the Thames Ironworks one. That was like what, 3 years ago? And when it
Yeah,
was like Nate,
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that was a bit of class. I really
It
did.
was.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
it
that was
was.
a bit of. We only got to see them wear it like 2 or 3 times, but no, I thought that was a touch of class. I did. Yeah,
What was it? It was an
I,
old sort of, it was all retro type thing, but it was good. It was well done. It was classy. Liked it.
yeah, collar and all, collar and
Mm.
all. So how's your boy doing, Artisan? How's he doing? What's he doing? Like, is he
Yeah,
touring the world? What's he
no,
doing?
he's been busy working a lot lately, so I haven't
Yeah,
doing too much on the music front. But he's been
yeah.
working. It's Sunday tomorrow, and he's working tomorrow as well. So he's been
Does
busy.
he have Does he have a website or anything people can get on, like his YouTube channel? What's his
Yeah,
any information?
he's got a YouTube channel. I think with his music on
What's that
Artisan.
called?
I don't
There
know
you go.
exactly, but Artisan will be in the name of it.
Yeah.
ARTIXAN.
Wow. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. No,
but
he treat. Go on.
most people
Sorry.
watch us and Peachy here and there have probably watched his stuff anyway. That's on here, you know.
Yeah,
And
but get get.
but Budgie's you know he's promoted him a lot, and he's put his details up there, and he's played his song a few times. So
Yeah. Well, listen, you send me 2 tunes that no one's heard yet that I can put on my shit. I'll play it all the time, honestly, because I think he's very talented, and that's why I was just like trying to plug him right there because he treats it like a job, and that's what I love. Like, and I like I've talked to him before, and he really does treat it like a job. Like, and I respect that so much. And like just from the shows he plays in the Gold Coast, and like when he goes to the studio working with there's a rapper in Canada named Mercury, and he works Kieran's son, Artisan, works with Mercury as producer, and it's yeah, he's always doing shows. He's at the studio,
uh,
flipping lives in the studio, doesn't he?
really, I mean, he's really passionate about it. What I do like about him, he's very, very passionate. Whatever happens with him, which 99% of people don't get, much recognition for it. But well, I'll do that. He's given it all his efforts. He's very passionate about his music. He loves it. He loves doing it, and
It'll
he loves helping the other guys out that are up and
yeah,
coming, trying to. Mate, and he's like I hear him on the phone, and he's like a fucking record. He's like a producer manager, telling them
yeah.
what to do and what not to do, and you go, wow, yeah, it's
He
quite impressive.
he told me that. He told me that because he was like where he is right now. he had to get there kind of like by himself. So there was a few people that helped him out, but he told me that like he loves to help out the up and coming, and that's a brilliant trait to have. Like
Yeah,
that's
he spends more
that's
time doing that than he does on himself, to be honest.
not a bad
That,
thing. It's not a bad thing because everything 360 karma is real. It'll come back to kiss him in the forehead. Honestly, I swear to you, man. I swear to you. It's and his music is like it's good. It's new. It's hip. It's like and he's doing show. Is he still doing shows like around the Gold Coast? Like
he hasn't done much. He done one thing last week. That was it. He ain't done much lately because he's been busy at work and helping his
mhm,
other guys in the studio. He's been helped
mhm.
produce their so he hasn't done a lot of gig type stuff.
All right, all right. Oh man, bright career ahead. How old is he, man?
He'll be 21 in February.
See, like it's like I look at him for what he's done. It's like looking Declan Rice, isn't it? It's like you look at him for what he's
Yeah.
done, and it's like he's done it. He's put so much work
I think he's
in. He's
older,
done it.
isn't
And he's only young. Like it's mad. It's mad, man. Yeah. What do you think? What are your thoughts on Declan Rice? Like next season, do you think he's gonna reach a pinnacle? Like he's just gonna I don't know, make that like hundred to 150 to two. Like I can see him having a 200 million price tag like after the World Cup. I really can.
he? No, I
I
don't.
can. I can. Okay. So imagine if England win the World Cup, and imagine if Declan Rice is the main man in that competition.
I know.
I can.
Did you watch England the other day? They lost to Hungary 4-0. Talking about
No.
winning the World Cup is a little bit far fetched. So,
No.
and
Because
the only good thing about that game, PG, the only good thing
but
about it is that Rice weren't involved. That's the only good thing about that game.
if he was involved, we would have won it, dog. We would have won it if he was involved. Eh?
Well, I'll tell you what, we wouldn't have got beat that bad because we were so poor in the midfield without him.
No, no.
And it did show.
Philip,
It did show that we were so poor without him.
yeah,
And
yeah.
well, no. So no, I don't. And I heard a comment the other day. I thought it was quite good. Declan Rice got banned for Europe for 2 games, isn't he? Right, and quite rightly so, in my opinion. Quite rightly so. His comments there were uncalled for, and for a
Mm-hmm.
captain of West Ham, they were unbecoming and not very classy. I
It's
will say
unlike
that.
it's unlike him. It
No,
really is
it's not.
unlike.
It's not, and it shouldn't have been. It should that should never have come out. You know,
No, I
basically
agree.
calling the referee a cheat, and I don't agree with that. If he wants to say that in a dressing room, away from fucking prying eyes, that's fine. But do not be doing that in public view. I thought that was wrong, and I thought it was sad. And I agree with the 2-match ban, and it's not going to matter to us with the qualifying games we've got in this thing, right? It's not going to affect us unless Peachy, he's playing Champions League next season.
Yeah,
Which means
good.
if he's playing Champions League, we've sold him. Right?
Good. No, I agree with you. I'm just saying it was unlike him to
It was.
say those comments. That was unlike him. That wasn't. He was caught up in the moment. He was,
Yeah.
probably just off the pitch,
But
and
he is a captain of the club and he represents the club. I thought it weren't very good. It
uh,
weren't a good look, right? There's no way you would have ever saw Bobby Moore do that for West Ham.
never.
Because
Even Mark
he had more
Mark Noble,
class.
Mark Noble would have never done that
Oh,
too. Like no,
Noble would have done it. Exactly. And I say we can't carry on praising Noble how classy he was as a captain, and
mhm.
he's such a role model for the young ones when he cleaning dressing rooms and all that. We can't praise him and not have a go at Rice for that behaviour
No,
because
you're right.
to me it weren't acceptable.
No, you're right, man. You're right. I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. It was yeah, it was unacceptable. It was.
It was. Do I understand it, Peach? Yes.
Yeah,
But when you're a captain of a club, you got to bite your lip, mate. You got to bite your
and
lip and say fuck all.
yeah.
Say it in the dressing
Some
room.
that's what I'm saying. Sometimes saying less is better. You know what I mean? So he
There was
should.
never, regardless whether that referee was good, bad, or indifferent, there was never
Yeah,
ever anything good going to come out of him slagging him off and calling him a cheat. Nothing
yeah.
was ever going to come of that, bar bad.
But the referee was a bit of a wank, wasn't he? Like
He was a
honestly,
bit of
the
a
referee
wank. I know,
was
but
a bit. He was a bit
he's,
bent. Like
well, let's put it this way, Pete. He's gonna have lots more of them through his career. And can you
yeah,
imagine if he was the captain of England doing that? He would be probably lose that captain. He'd lose it because of that. If he was representing England, you can't do
yeah,
it. You can't be calling people cheats. Don't
yeah.
matter whether they are or not. You can't be doing it.
No, you're
But
right.
that's just
Go you.
just my humble opinion.
No, but you know what? Your humble opinion is right because he should have stayed that anger and just let it out in the dressing room. You know what I mean? Like he should have
Not
done that.
exactly.
But
No, if Sue Farrell had run down there and said it to him, I'm fine with that. He's not the captain. He's allowed to, right? But the
I
captain has to have a bit more control, and he has to be an example to the young generation coming through that academy.
and
Has to be an example to them, and
that's
that's
it.
not a good example.
That's it. But he is the young generation, so you can understand him getting caught up in the moment and
Yep,
saying that. I know he shouldn't have, but what
I can
he's only.
understand it. They
You
shouldn't
get
have.
what I'm saying? Yeah, no,
Hmm.
I agree with you. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. It's
No, and I don't. Obviously, I don't believe we're selling him, Pete. So I think we'll have him for another season.
yeah, yeah.
And but I don't. I still don't believe we'll get much more than 100 million for him when we do so.
Oh, we're gonna get like 200 billion. Don't even
No,
worry
I
about
don't believe that in a million years,
it.
mate. I don't believe it.
200 billion.
That's like paying. That's like paying 70 million for board press. It's not
Oh,
happening.
that's it. Exactly. So, what's your thoughts on Fredericks and Masuaku leaving the club? Are you gonna have a cry about it,
Hey,
or are you like cheering?
no,
So what's up?
no. Be honest, I don't know if Masuaku's leaving. Is he? You know any more than I do?
Well,
Is he
no,
leaving?
young Jake did the show the other day. WeStHaM Unofficial. Young
Right.
Jake did the show, and he was saying that Masuaku apparently accepting offers for him as they are with Ben Rama, as they are
Okay.
with Frederick.
All right.
Frederick.
So
Uh,
nothing's right. Nothing's decided yet. I'm a bit
nothing.
disappointed Fredericks went so quickly. I thought he
Hmm.
might have been a good sort of backup, Fredericks, but I'd rather
Yeah,
have kept him myself. But before I
yeah,
would have kept Marku. But there you go. It's sometimes it's time to bring in the new. As long as we're
yeah.
bringing in the new,
That's it. That's it. Because
it's just
Fredericks had paid.
uh, we just don't know what the new is at the moment, don't we? And we're all in limbo.
No.
But when you look at if you look at all the clubs in the Premier League, Peach, not
Hmm.
many. There's only about half a dozen clubs that have done anything.
Oh, I know.
Most of it's, but it's probably 14 clubs that have not even bought a player yet. It's not just us. And
Oh,
we've
no.
got that Agad. To me, Agad is done, signed, sealed, delivered. It'll be
Yeah.
officially announced whether it be tomorrow or Monday or whatever it is. But
Hmm.
he's done. You know what I mean? We've got one player in, as far as I'm concerned. The
Hmm.
Areola should have been done. I can't understand why that hasn't been done. But there's a lot of teams that have not done a lot of business at all. So
No,
I don't think we should be worrying about it or panicking yet. But I'd like to see it be done in the next 4 weeks. Some movement, in two or three players.
it has to be. It has to be. But what's your thoughts on like a guard, however you say him, Agad? What's your thoughts on
Um,
him? Our
be
marquee
honest,
signing.
I've only listened. I've only listened. I've watched a little bit on YouTube of him, which is you only see the best of a player. He seemed all right. I'm going by what other people are saying that seem to have watched him. Whether they've just
Yep.
seen the same YouTube shit as I have, I don't know. But
Mm,
they rate him as a good centre half, and
yeah.
so I can only go by what they're saying that he's a decent player.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have thought. Wouldn't have thought it was our most pressing position to strengthen, but Moyes obviously does.
yeah.
You know,
And
we got
what
four
about
centre halves.
yeah? Pardon me. Come again.
We got four centre halves
I know.
already,
I know. Yeah,
and
I
we're
know.
buying another one. So
I
that
know.
tells me
But
maybe we're selling one of them, are we? Or Ogbono's not up to it, or we're selling one.
I think we might be selling Diop. It's like if I'm
Possibly.
like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. If I'm thinking about it, I think we might be selling Diop. And the Agard, it's not a marquee signing. I think it's getting blown out of proportion, but I think it'll be a good buy. Left footed, I think, and
He could be a
yeah,
cracking centre half, mate. He could be a
there you
cracking
go.
centre half.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
I'm not worried about. If he's a good centre
No,
half, it's a good signing. You can never be, it's never a bad thing to have, a lot of good centre halves. It's not a bad thing.
no,
But
no, and
I'm just hoping we crack on from there and sign, in the next 4 weeks, sign at least 2 or 3 more players to back that up.
yeah, yeah, we have to. Yeah, what about what guys are saying that they're talking about sending Vlasic on loan? What's your thoughts on that?
I'll tell you what, as much as I always wanted to give him time and,
Me too. Yeah,
he has not been impressive, Peach. What the limited amount of time he's had, he's not been very impressive at all. And it's starting to be, he's becoming a worry that he is a bit of a dud. That
yeah,
he's not going to make it. But
yeah. The
we've always
football brain.
played him out of position. He wants to play in the middle, and he's playing on the
Yeah,
left, and it
yeah.
doesn't suit. And he hasn't impressed.
But he
So,
has a brain though, dog. You can see it like in his movement, like, and he had such
yeah,
a
I know.
record as that he was before. And it's like that. That's what I'm saying. You can have such a brilliant record and come to the Premier League and then just flop. And like that's he wasn't like whenever I talk to my father about this, I'm like Vlasic, like apparently he's gonna go out on loan. We're gonna get rid of him. And my dad's like, he hasn't even been given a chance. Like
No, he's not been given a lot of game time, mate.
that's what I
And
mean.
but to be honest, if you spend over 20 million on a player and then put him on loan, it seems like you've
Yeah,
given up already, doesn't it? It doesn't sound
100.
like it's a good thing. Sounds
No,
like you've sort of went, oh shit, that didn't work. Let's try and get someone else to cover his wages.
no,
It's
you're right,
not.
man.
It doesn't look good. Hey, I don't
No,
know, man.
no, you do
The only
know,
way
and
to
no, I'm seeing what you're saying. Like, no, it's like buying a $30,000 car and then like driving it 5 times and saying I want to get rid of it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's like,
yeah,
yeah,
for half the price.
that's yeah, yeah, even more so, like 10,000. Like,
I mean, now
would
Moyes
you
Moyes
what?
might not want to sell him because if Moyes sold him now, he'd lose half the money, right? And
Yeah, yeah,
then that would
yeah.
look bad for Moyes. So it might look better for him if he put him out on loan.
Would
Kick the
you?
can down the road a bit.
No, one like Bosh, I know, but would you welcome? Would like okay, if you had a choice, right? Like Kieran is David Moyes right now. Geezer is David Moyes right now. Mr. Weather Report, Mr. Prick is David Moyes right now. If you had a choice, Ward Prowse or Ruben Loftus Cheek, who would you pick?
I think I'd go Ward Prowse, but again, depending on the price. If the price was 30 million, if the for both of them the same money, I'd go for Ward Prowse.
We could get Ruben Loftus Cheek probably like 20 million dollars, and like I think he's not as good in dead ball
Oh
situations,
look,
but
look, no,
no
Peach. If
good.
you said to me the price is 20 million for Ruben Loftus-Cheek or 60
Yep,
million for Ward Prowse, I'd
Ruben
pick
Loftus.
Loftus-Cheek
Yeah, yeah,
because I
all day
wouldn't,
long.
and then buy another good player as well
Yeah,
for
agreed.
two for the price of one. I would not pay that money on Ward Prowse because unless you're going to get 50 free kicks a game just outside
Mm,
the box,
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you knew you're going to get that, I'd have Ward Press because there's no one
Mm-hmm.
better. He's brilliant at it.
And
But
that's kind of our play, isn't it? Like that ball situation with like Paul Levine, like that's kind of our little thing, isn't it? Like free
when we
kicks
don't get,
and
yeah, but you're lucky to get 2 or 3 in a game. You know, normally
yeah,
you only get 1 or 2 in a game outside the box, and you know, that can't be his only trick. We need more out of him than that. And I know he's a
yeah,
feisty player, and he's a good tackler. He gets stuck in. He gets a lot of yellow cards. He
yeah,
don't mind putting the boot in. I don't mind him, and I think he's a good player, but I just don't think he's that, you know, up 70. You know, he's not a Coutinho. He's not a fucking Hazard. You know, that's the kind of money they're going for. He's not
yeah.
that.
No, you're right. You're right. Like honestly, yeah. Like I don't see how we missed out on Coutinho. Like, oh, I think we could have had him, and like he would have been brilliant with us. Like he's like a Ben Rama that's like good. You get what I mean? Like, do you think he's gonna
Yeah,
go? Do you think
just
he's gone? Bye
I've
bye.
always loved Coutinho. I've always thought he's a great player. So,
Me too.
and
But do
I
you
thought it
think
was a
Ben
great
Rama's
signing to
gone?
bring him back. You
Do you
see
think
his
Ben Rama?
quality now and again. His quality is world class now and again. You just see it here and there, and you go, "Wow, that boy's some player." And
Who Ben Rama?
always
Ben Rama? Yeah. Ben
Ben
Rama
Rama,
or
not Ben
Coutinho?
Rama. No, Ben Rama's nowhere near it. He's nowhere near that sort of quality. Nowhere
Okay,
near
so
it.
that's what I'm saying. Do you think we're gonna get rid of Ben Rama or no?
Uh, I'd only get rid of him. Page, we're losing enough players as it is. I wouldn't get rid of Ben Rama unless we had a ready-made left wing, proper left
Yeah,
wing replacement. If we've
yeah.
got that, and for the same sort of money that we're selling Ben Rama for, I'd only do it then. Otherwise, we're depleting a squad that's small already. And
Mm,
but I wouldn't just sell Ben Rama and go right then. What we're going to replace him with? That's
mm-hmm.
it's mad. What I got
Have
if
it.
they've got a boy lined up
That's
for a left
yeah,
wing with pace and a proper left winger. If we could buy
yeah.
one of them, then I would consider selling Ben Rama. Not until then.
No, it's the old saying, isn't it? Like when you're with a girl and it's like you're with her, but like you're seeing your eyes are on something like next, and it's like shit. I could get with her, but you want to make sure that shit is tied up before you get rid of this one. You get what I'm saying? So I understand. Like I understand what you're saying. I understand fully what you're saying. Like who do you think could replace Ben Rama, like in the championship or the Premier League? Like, who do you think has
Well,
the
I
ability?
keep look. Not that I research or watch things, but I keep hearing about this Keane Lewis Potter.
Me
That's
too.
and
I heard,
he sounds
yeah,
ideal. He might be a
yeah,
bit young and not ready.
yeah,
I don't know for that piece
yeah,
because I'm unsure what other people are saying. But he seems
yeah, yeah.
like a ready-made replacement who's actually got pace and is a left winger. But I haven't got anyone in particular in mind. That guy comes to mind. But I want someone with. If you're going to be a left winger, you need
Yeah.
pace. You need speed. I don't believe Ben Rama's got speed, and not that he particularly wants to be on the left wing, but that's where he's made his name. But
Yeah.
he's got lots of trickery, but he
Yes.
doesn't seem to have the pace to get past players.
Yeah.
He relies on his trickery, and sometimes it's not enough. So I'd like to see someone with pace. You know, rampage down the left wing and get the ball across and do what you should be doing as a left winger.
Yeah, and even guys are saying like Rice has been played like left back sometimes, and like for us, he's played like center half. Like he plays like all around the place, but it's like Lingard, 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 Lingard. You want him, or do you not?
No, of course I wanted him, but now I've given up on it. I just can't be asked.
I think everybody has. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
everybody has, man. Yeah,
no, there's a time to say, look, enough's enough, mate. If you really wanted to be here, you'd be here, wouldn't you? So,
yeah.
and apparently he's on holiday in Miami now. So,
I
no,
know he's
fuck that.
chilling with
I just
Neymar.
can't be. I can understand why he didn't come in January, because Man United would never ever sell him to us, and they made a really shrewd move, Man United, by not selling him to us, because we
Yeah.
were a rival to them to finish in that 6th spot. And I think if it weren't for that, if they had sold him to us, we would have beat them to that. So to
Yeah.
me, that was smart. That was smart business by Man United. But now he hasn't got that constraint of Man United stopping him going anywhere. And
Yeah.
to me, if he really wanted to be at West Ham, he'd be here now, and he's not. So I
Because
don't
it
really
was
give
like,
a fuck anymore, to be honest.
no, I'm in the same newsstand as you. I couldn't like, I want him in West
Yeah,
Ham, but it's
I want him.
he had the
Fuck it.
chance. He had the chance, but he got he.
I
But
mean,
I feel sorry for him.
there's only so much begging you can do, right?
I know.
To me, there's not a lot, right? It's not. Do you want to come? Well, I'll think about it. If you pay me that, seriously ridiculous wages. Well, fuck off. You either want
I
to come
feel.
or you don't.
I know, but I feel sorry for the boy because like he got played by Ollie Gunny's All Star, and then did the Ratinich,
I don't
however you
know,
say his name. I think he's
because
shit.
his career is fucked, right? It's up the shit. We
Yeah.
resurrected it once at West Ham. Now it's back in the shit. Now,
Yeah.
to me, if he'd had any sense as a
Yeah.
young man, he'd come
Yeah.
back to us and go, well, I want to resurrect it again. I want to get back into it. And
Yeah.
at this moment, he hasn't. So to me, it's like, fuck off.
Go on, Kieran. Go
We
on,
helped,
Caesar.
we helped you out once. We actually got him back in the England squad,
I know.
bringing him back to West Ham. And I'm
I
not
know.
saying we did. He did. He did it
I know.
himself. But
I
he
know.
had the belief at West Ham to do it. We gave him that belief. We gave him that chance. And
I
now he's
know.
got another chance to do it, and he
Yeah.
hasn't made the decision. So fuck him.
I know.
Just
You know
you
what?
can only lead a horse to water, can't you?
Yeah, you can't make them drink. You get what I'm saying? You cannot make them drink. You can leave the horse there, have the horse
Yeah.
like looking at the water, but it's up to the horse to like drink the water. You can't make the horse drink the water.
If he thinks the water tastes better at Newcastle or Villa, that's up to him.
And you know what? You know what Karen just said, yeah. I ain't even playing with you. What Karen just said is true. Like, Newcastle got oil money. They got that Arab money. Yo, check out the Busta Rhymes tune, Arab Money. I ain't even playing with you. He made a tune about that, dog. Busta Rhymes, the leaders of the new school, dog. He made a tune about Arab money. And it's like, yo, if Lingard's gonna go get that Arab money, go on then. Go get that. Like, Kieran, what I was saying is like, if Lingard wants to go get that
Yeah, I heard
Arab
you.
money, go get the Arab money. Like, because it's like, it's all of a sudden, it's all money now. Before
Yeah.
it was like, it's not about money, it's about football. But it's how's that changed in like the last couple of years? Like,
If it is Peach, I don't want to slag him too much because, we never know what's going on behind the scenes. We never know. Right? He could still end up at West Ham. You know what I mean? He might have no interest in the money. We don't really know for 100% sure, you know?
you're no talking.
If it is about money, then he's a fool. And if that's the case, then he's a silly boy. And you got to remember as well now, he's probably fucked himself anyway now, goes up. There's two more games. There's two more England games before the World Cup. Two more. So the only way to get back in the England squad is to start the season on fire.
But let me ask you this. If he went to Newcastle, do you think he'd get in right away? I don't think so.
Well, he probably would.
You think? Who did they got?
Yeah,
Who did they got? Okay, so who did they got where he played?
Newcastle haven't got that great a side. I mean, they haven't.
Right.
They put together a decent side now.
They're gonna buy like Willie Martin chocolate.
I'll tell you what, Peachy. Do you know? I know he probably, apart from Newcastle fans, he probably won't get a mention from last season, bar Newcastle fans. But see that Joel Linton, who was absolutely Dog shit up
Yeah.
front, right? Terrible. Couldn't
Yeah.
score a goal. Love no money.
But he's a
He,
good
he
player, though.
stuck him in that midfield role, and he was
Running,
super. He was
yep.
fantastic.
I agree with
What
you.
he looked like a box-to-box midfielder all day long.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was a great little bit of brilliance from Eddie Howe. And
Eddie,
I give him credit for that.
much respect to Eddie Howe, but like you got another good midfielder in the likes of McGinn from Aston Villa, and there was word that we were in for McGinn. I like that, in for McGinn. But there was like word we were in for McGinn. Would you take him?
Yeah, I like
take
him, but
Yeah, he's sturdy, he's steady. He bullies the ball. I like him, and he has skill.
he's probably a Moyes type player too, Peach. His work rate is pretty hard, mate. He works hard. He runs
Yeah,
hard.
that's
So
a
he
Moyes
probably
club.
would. He probably would suit Moyes, you know.
Well, that's Moyes' must.
Do I think he's
Like,
top quality? No, I don't think he's top
what?
quality. Do I think he's mid-table quality? Yes, and maybe that's what we should be aiming at.
Okay, so if you had Linton, you had McGinn, you had Loftus-Cheek, Ward-Prowse, who would you pick?
Linton,
That you really?
maybe. No, I only
Yeah.
said that. I only said that annoyed me. No, but I tell you what, I was so impressed with how he played in that midfield role that he was given. I really was, really. Our guy needs a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Lot of credit. And I don't know. I'll tell you what I don't know, Peach. We had Declan Rice as our ham of the year. I'd love to know, and I'm only going by the bits I've seen of Newcastle having pressed I was Joel Linton. I'd love to know who Newcastle had as their player of the year. Because I wouldn't be surprised if it was him.
Linton, yeah.
What
And
the bits I saw, you know?
This is real time. And even Gaza, this reminds me of you, Karen. I don't look at these players on YouTube until they actually sign.
Yeah.
That is in a nutshell, dog. Because they made, remember Julian Faubert? They made Julian Faubert look like Messi on YouTube. They made it look like Cristiano Ronaldo on you. Honestly, if you watch
hey, you could make Roberto look like the best goalkeeper ever.
Yes. Punching it in the back of the goal. They'll keep that one out.
Yeah, no, we don't put that one on there.
Oh yeah, we'll save that. We'll save that for the blooper reel. Where's he now? Where's Roberto, man? I have no idea, and I don't want to know. Don't care to know. But you know where he is right now, or no?
A little bit. No, he's in Europe somewhere. I think Spain or whatever. But no, he's probably not as bad. He was just bad for us. I'm going to give him that. He might be better.
Do you
somewhere
think? Yeah, 100. But do you think this Haaland, however you say his name, it's not Hageland because he used to play for Fulham. Haaland, yeah. Do you think that Mr. Netherlands there? Do you think that he's gonna hit the ground running in the Premier League, or do you think it's gonna like take him a bit of time to get used to the pace, physicality, all them things?
I mean, look, I'm hoping he don't smash it in the first game, but after that, I think I've been watching him for about 3 or 4 years now, Peach. I believe he's gonna fucking terrorize the Premier League. That's what I believe.
Really? Well, after the first match, though, like second match, third match. Yeah,
Dawson won't give him a kick in the first match, and then after that he'll terrorize it.
But but you know what? It might have the reverse effect. Like Dawson might give him a good bright kick up his bollocks. Like in the first match that he plays, like whoa! Now I know what people were talking about with the physicality of the Premier League. Like he might.
Look, you're right, but this Haaland, mate, he brings the physicality. He don't give a fuck. He's strong.
Dawson, balloon door Dawson.
I've seen him bully so many defenders over the years. He don't give a fuck, mate.
He's that good.
He's up for the fight.
What's good about his game? Honest. What's good about his game?
Mate,
Like,
everything. Left foot, right foot, header, and strength. Knocking people off the ball. Knocking
he's both.
defenders off the ball.
So he's like a Andy Carroll that doesn't get injured.
Yeah, and he's quick.
Listen now,
I think
because I never
to
seen
me,
him face. Truth, man.
he's got everything. He's got everything. The only thing that might let him down in the Premier League is
Please
playing for
tell me.
Man City, where all the other teams put 10 men behind the ball.
Yeah.
That might restrict him doing his natural game. That's the only thing I can see not being in his favour.
So you think that might limit him? Like it might.
Yeah, because they're going to have so many bodies in the box, defending. It might make it hard to get space, or that's the only thing I can see being a bit of an issue for him. But the boy's quality.
So he's Howland. He's like he's center forward, or or is he just anywhere up front?
Oh, anywhere up front, but he's a centre forward, mate. He's a centre forward.
There you go.
He really. I'll tell you this now, Peach, and I'm not over exaggerating here.
Right.
From what I've seen in the last 3 years, right, what I've seen of him, I think he's one of the most effective centre forwards I've ever seen.
Listen. So
I'm not talking about midfielder. I'm not talking like a Maradona, or a Messi, but a battling centre forward. I've never seen anyone better.
Wow.
I really haven't. So whether he makes it at Man City, I don't know, but I got a funny feeling he just might.
I hope he does after the first game. I hope he does after the first match.
Yeah.
I really do.
Good luck, Rick.
Because I hope he gets an injury in training so he can't play in the first match. But it's like he'll be something special in the Premier League from the words that are coming out of what you're saying. He sounds like he'll be somebody special, like somebody good to watch.
I'll be amazed. I'll be amazed if he ain't, guys. I'll be amazed if he ain't. You know what I mean? And we've had plenty of players come to Premier League and not make it, have been that good. I just think he's one of them. He doesn't rely on skill alone, or he's not going to let people bully him. He's going to do his thing. He's going to bully players. Believe me.
So
he's so strong.
He stands his ground, and he's like he's good on the ball. What about his off the ball play? What about his off the ball play, man?
He runs, mate. He watch his running when he hasn't got the ball. What he runs that he makes, the work that he does. I reckon he's second to none. I'll say he's one of the best out and out centre forwards I've seen in my lifetime.
Would you compare him to somebody like a Ruud van Nistelrooy?
More like he's more like a Drogba on steroids.
Okay, fucking hell, that's like Antonio. That's like an Antonio mixed with Drogba mixed with Henry.
He has got traits of Antonio, believe me.
Because he sounds like to me, it like from what you said and how he plays his game, he sounds like a mix between like Ruud van Nistelrooy and like Thierry Henry, and like Adama Traore, like that knows how to like put the ball in the back of the goal. Honestly, it sounds like how many goals did not getting into.
I'll tell you a stat of his. Where was it? At Dortmund, didn't he? Okay. He played. I think he played 89 games.
Yeah.
How many goals do you think he scored?
Okay. I'm first number that came out was 52, but I want to say 53.
How about 83?
Fucking hell. What? Wow.
That's his stats, Pete. Nearly a goal a game. Almost a goal a game.
Wow. I was not expecting. I didn't even see past 60. I was like 52.
No, and most people wouldn't be. Most people would be. If you had 30, that's a really good stat.
Yo. And that was for Dortmund, too.
I told you.
Oh,
I know it's not the Premier League, but he's
No, but
just so good at scoring goals and so strong.
listen, if you score 83 goals, it doesn't matter what league you're in. You know how to score goals. It's like it's natural to you. Like it's
Yeah,
like there
yeah.
was there was an NFL footballer named Barry Sanders, and Barry Sanders, he never like how when they score touchdowns they do like the little dance, diggy diggy dive dive, and like Barry Sanders never did that. Like his motto was when he scored a touchdown, it's like he acted like he's already been there. So he just like gave the ball back to the referee, done. And it's like this Holland kid, he sounds like he's been there, done that, bought the scarf, the hat, the t-shirt, the mask. Like it's just gonna feel
I mean,
usual to him. Oh, flipping hell!
Pedro,
Now I'm
I'm
afraid
looking,
to say
he was
that.
on the other night. Was it Denmark he plays for, isn't it? Denmark. He
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think they won 3-2. They won
Yeah.
3-2. He scored 2 and set up the other one to win
No.
the game. He had an assist and scored 2. I mean, that was last week. So
Oh, you're scaring me. Well, yo, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on us like being interested in Christian Eriksen, man? Are you down with that or no?
yeah, I love him, mate. Love him. Love him.
Me,
Lovely player.
me too. Me too.
I
Looks
love
like
him.
Bart plays the match like a general. I think he's. I
No, it's
yeah. I
just
take him off.
again, he's one of them. He's a Hazard. He's a Coutinho. He's Ericsson. They've just got this vision of how to play the game, and they've got the quality to do it, Peach. And there's not many
That's
players around like that. And
that
even if you had him for sucking 6 months, mate, I'd be delighted to have him. Just to have him in the
yeah
team. It wouldn't be. I wouldn't say he's going to be a game changer every week, but now and again you'll just see a bit of that world class,
yeah
and you go, "Wow,
yeah
how
yeah.
good's that?" Yeah.
Like that's the 60 to 70. Like that's the 60 to 70. Like what they're asking for the boy there, like Ward Prowse, the 60 to 70, that's Erickson. Like that's not Ward Prowse isn't on the same level as Erickson. Erickson can, like
No,
you said, it might
no.
not happen every week, but when it
Exactly.
happens, you'll know it happened. Like he
Yeah.
will make a difference. No,
Same
100%.
as you talk. Bale. I don't think anyone. Bale now needs a club to
Mm-hmm.
play. Now Wales are in the World Cup. He needs a club till Christmas so he can keep match fit.
Yeah.
If they gave, if we could get a 6 month contract with Bale, I'd fucking take him. I'd take Bale because he's got them world class bits about him.
They
Is
does,
he,
doesn't
is he a signing I want for for the long term? No, but would I take him for 5 months? Yep,
it?
I would.
Absolutely.
I would.
Absolutely. Any day of the week.
Just for five
Any
months, I'd
day.
have him. I'd have
Yeah.
that fucker on the bench and bring Bale off the bench. Yeah, I'd love it. I'd love it.
Because he has that. It's like these certain players just have that dynamite about them. And
Yeah.
it's not. You know
And
what I
they're far
mean?
and few between, Peach. They're far and few between, mate. I'll tell you this now: West Ham, over my lifetime, it's only now and again you get that bit of world class with Trevor Brooking or Di Canio or Payet. It only
Yeah.
comes along now and again. Now and again, there's some world class in some players, and at the moment, we don't have any world class players. I would say Rice is getting close to being a world class central defender,
Uh-huh.
sorry, a defensive midfielder. I think he's
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
close to it, and I think he
yeah,
will be regarded as a world class player. And if
yeah,
not already, he will be in the future. But
yeah.
world class creative players only come along now and again, mate. Like Di Canio, like Brooking, like Devonshire, like
Joe,
Payet. You don't
Joe,
get them,
Joe Cole,
Bale and Ericsson.
Joe,
Only come
Joe
along.
Cole, Joe
Joe Cole.
Cole. Like,
Yes,
yes,
Joe Cole.
see?
Another one.
Yes. Like,
Absolutely.
he
You know what I
needs
mean?
that.
Now and again.
Benrahma has it in him, but we can't get it out of him. He like six
Yeah.
dribbles when he should four dribble. Like he has it in him, but it's like, oh. Wake up, like,
We're not seeing it. Yeah, we're not seeing it.
no, I know,
We're
but
seeing bits,
I
and
think
that's
we
not.
are. No, but I think if we do hold on to them, I think we will see more than this. Karen. I really do. I really
Mm.
do. If Moynes and Nolan
Yeah,
and that
Gaz
yeah.
has got a point there. You're right, Gaz. He has picked up a
Um,
few injuries here and there because of his physicality, I think, and the amount of effort he puts in.
mhm.
He's much faster, but you've got to remember he's going to be playing in a Man City team that are going to be playing most of their game in the half of the other team. You know, for most games in the Premier League, there's not going to be most teams will have 10 men behind the halfway line, and I think it's a different kettle of fish when you play for Man City.
So Karen, you know our friend from Pennsylvania, Mr. Wally World, Mr. UFA.
Wally!
He's saying Wales with Bell. Wales with Bell. I like see that rhyme. Wales with Bell is the only team I worry about in our World Cup group. Who are the other teams in your group, Wally? Who are the
Yeah,
other
who's in
teams?
the group?
Yeah,
Is that
isn't
Wales?
England?
Is it Wales, England, and America?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
He's
Oh
taking
my
the
God.
piss.
Wally, if you can play like Hungary, we're fucked.
And if we play without Rice, we're fucked. Straight up. Oh my goodness gracious me, man! Your thoughts, like the World Cup in the winter is new,
Yeah.
it's different. As Andy Miles said, it's like gonna be odd going to the pub like for a pint watching the match in the winter. But what's your like? Do you think it's too much of the players? Do you think it's like
No.
I don't know?
I'll tell you.
An,
I'll tell you what. I did see it, and I don't watch it often. Now and again, it comes up on YouTube a few clips of Talksport, right?
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
Simon Jordan, and I'll tell you what. I know you've slagged him off before, but I think he talks a lot of sense.
Okay.
And he made a great point about this World Cup in the winter. Do I agree with it? No. Do I think it's bent? It should never have gone to Qatar. Yes, it should never have happened. Australia
Agreed.
should have got that fucking World Cup, to be honest. But anyway,
Well, I thought,
forget all the corruption there is in FIFA and all that. Forget the corruption.
yeah, because
What his
there is.
point was is we're going to be about six when this World Cup starts. The Premier League's going to be about I don't know 15 games into their season. Instead of
Mm-hmm.
the end of the season where they're all fucked, they're all going to be fresh. Every England
Okay.
player is going to be fresh.
Okay.
We're only halfway into it. We're only just getting warmed up into the season. We're halfway through. Not
Yeah.
even. So,
Agreed.
really, we should be, the actual English players should be at their prime. So it might work in our favour.
I getcha. I
It could do,
getcha.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even think about it that way. I didn't
Yeah,
even
I thought
think.
it was a really good point that we could be really far in because we're only fucking a third of a way into our season.
Yeah.
Who
I
knows?
didn't think of it that way, Doc.
Am
Yeah,
I
man.
that
That's
bothered? Not really.
no. That's and then we come back from the World Cup. And who we play Arsenal on Boxing Day, isn't it? Like is
Is
it
it Arsenal?
Boxing Day?
Yeah,
Arsenal.
Boxing
Yeah.
Day, the first game
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Is it Arsenal Peach, is it? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's Arsenal we play, and then I forget who the next one is, but it's on New Year's
No.
Day, January 1st. Have a look on your phone or something, because like
No, I think
we play
I can only remember the last two games, and that was Leeds and
some of the
Leicester.
Leicester, yeah. But who do we play? Is it Brentford maybe? I don't know, because we play Arsenal, and then we play somebody else like on New Year's Day, and I don't know if we play
Don't matter.
Arsenal at home. Wait,
Don't really
wait,
matter.
August. I'm not bothered. Do you think Mikel Arteta is gonna have a season to remember this season, or do you think he's gonna kind of go down the loop?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I don't like the fucker, so don't
Yeah,
like him.
he seems.
I hope they go to shit, but
I
I
hope,
don't like
I
him.
hope it does.
But I think he's. I think he. I do believe he is building something there. I think he's getting. some kind of tune out of them. I think if they do well in the transfer window, like everyone, they might have
Yeah,
a team to compete for the top 6, top 4, maybe.
yeah,
But I don't like him. I've watched some of his post-match interviews this season. Really put me off him. You know, blaming the
yeah.
referee for this, that, and the other. I went, oh, for fuck's sake, I've had enough of this. Fuck
Hey,
off.
he did the Declan Rice, didn't he? But it's like, yeah, he seems smarmy to me. I don't know, like he's a little
Yeah, I
bit
don't like
like.
him.
No,
Don't like
I
him.
agree. I agree with you. Who do you think's going to win the league? And I know you can't really judge it because we don't know what the teams are as of now. But just like pure instinct, gut instinct, who's going to win the league?
Haaland.
It's on here, man. Wow,
It's hard to get
wow,
past Man City at the moment, isn't it?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty
And he
hard.
sounds
The
like
only
a
contenders they've got is Liverpool. So it's
yeah.
yet again it's Liverpool or Man City, but I think Man City will do it. Now they've got a proper centre forward. I don't see why they can't do it again.
And what's your thoughts on Guardiola? Like, do you think he's like proper manager? Do you think he's like just like on some good luck? Like
Who?
what's your Guardiola, Pep Guardiola? What's your thoughts
No,
on him, man?
no, I think he's a brilliant manager, mate. I think Klopp's a brilliant manager. He
Yeah, he's
can,
fast too.
they're just two great managers who know what to buy, how to buy,
And
and
is that why they're different from everybody else? Like, is that what makes them
yeah,
different? Because they know what to
yeah,
buy and when to buy?
yeah. Their recruitment is second to none, and I think
Yeah,
that's the difference. The recruitment is amazing, and they
yeah,
make players better. They make players better.
yeah,
That's what I mean. They make players better. It's simple
yeah,
as that.
yeah,
And you've got to give Klopp a lot of credit for that because Klopp has not spent big, massively
no,
on players,
yeah, you're right.
and he put players in that fits his system, that fits the way he wants to play, and he makes it work. And
Yeah,
so he done really
you see
well,
that
mate.
You see guys is coming. I think Haaland take a lot of doing to what Lewandowski. What do you say Lewandowski has done? Like, would you compare them in the same sentence? Or
Yeah,
no?
mate. I think
Yeah,
Lewandowski, he's on a level his own. It'd be very hard for him to get to that standard. I think Gaza, but
he can score with
yeah,
his eyes. Honestly,
I can't see him getting up to them Well, not so much standards, but stats.
yep.
Jesus Christ, especially like Lewandowski has never done that in the Premier League. Um, but like I said, his stats for Dortmund are off the charts, mate. They're just mental what
Like you
Ireland
said, it
was
with
doing. So,
goal. Yeah,
but in the Premier League, he will slow down a bit. I mean, he'd probably do well to hit 15, 18 goals this year, Haaland. But there's no reason why he couldn't hit 20 either, you know?
that's what I'm saying. And you got like Johnny Ibrox, who's Sid Barrett. He said there'll be a lot of good players leaving Russian teams because of the conflict. Like, can you see that? Or like, I can see that. Honestly, I can see that. I can see like Russian and Ukrainian players. Getting rid of Yarmolenko. Like, were you happy about that? Did you cry about that? Did you have a wank about that? Like, what was up?
No. No, I think it was time. It was time to go, mate. Simple as that.
Nah, yeah, I guess.
Sometimes your time's up, isn't it? Your time's up. Your time's up. And I think his
Yeah,
time was up, and it was costing us a lot of money to keep him. I think it was the right
uh,
thing to do for him to go.
and he had some very precious and love felt moments this season.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
he left on a good note, didn't he? He left on a good note. Like,
Yeah, I
honestly,
think so. And he gave us some great memories as well, didn't he? And
absolutely.
when he scored the winner, was it against Leon? When he scored the winner there, fabulous,
And
great for him.
and Aston Villa when he scored that, like he
Yeah,
scored it from
cracking
level.
finish, great finish.
You see
Absolutely.
his goal. It was mad. That goal was mad. Do you see his goal against I forget who it was, but it was Ukraine. and they played, and he scored a screamer. Apparently, I haven't seen it yet, but everybody's
Yeah, I
raving
did see
about
it. Yeah, it
it.
was
You
another
saw
screamer. Yeah. Another screamer. It's a cracker.
thumbs up for him, didn't he? Good for him. Good for him, man. Good. Are there any players that you know in like that are Ukraine or that are Russian that you would like to have a sniff at? Like, because there was one
Only
striker we
my,
were.
no,
Go on.
only my favourite Peach I've been telling you about for years is Sinchenko at Man City.
Oh, me too. Me
The
too.
only,
Me.
the only boy
Bang
I've
on.
ever wanted. I wanted out
Bang
of
on.
Man City.
Bang on. Yeah. Bang
That's
on
the
with
only
you.
boy.
Like, there's rumors that like, oh, Nathan Ake, we might get Nathan Ake, but it's like, listen, if Nathan Ake comes, like, hey, come through. But Zinchenko, from the moment I saw him, I knew he was special. Like the same as when I saw Sufal. The moment I saw him, I knew he was special. And Zinchenko, like imagine Zinchenko on the left, like Sufal on the right, and then you got
Lost in a bit.
Ballon d'Or Johnson, okay, and then Zuma, flipping Howman, like that would be like Man City level, like at the back, like, and then the
It
midfield,
would be
not
good.
too far up.
It'd be a good back four, man. A really good
Oh,
back four.
not many. That would be a dangerous back four. That would be Zinchenko, like, oh, what a, and not only can he play like left back, but he can play like outside left as well. So it's like, why
Yeah,
wouldn't you go for it? Like, how
exactly.
much you think? How much you think he cost us?
Don't know now, mate. Don't know now. I wanted him when he was out of sorts with Man City about 3 years ago, and they
Yeah,
weren't playing. I thought we could get him then, and we didn't. But he's sort of been in and out of sorts because he doesn't want to play left back. This is the thing. He wants to play left midfield, and
yeah,
uh, and even when you look at that last game, it was Bowen had got caught him out twice for them 2 goals.
right. You're
Not
right. You're
inside him,
right.
you know what I mean? Because he was on the left there and he weren't paying attention. So
Yeah.
left back might not be his best position. But I don't know what Man City would ever sell him, but I wouldn't have a clue what he would cost. To be honest, guys, I wouldn't know.
No. How much would you estimate? I just guesstimate,
I reckon it'd
like
be
30
probably want
million.
about 30. I'm guessing 30 mil.
That sounds about right, though. That sounds about
I don't,
right.
you know what I mean? A pure guess, Peach. I
No, but
wouldn't
that's not,
really.
no. Listen, Peter, that sounds about right because like he's more than your 15 million player. He's more
Maybe
than your 20
25.
player. But yeah, he
Yeah.
might not be the 30 stage, but I could
I
see
don't know.
them.
It's hard to say. Man
It
City
is,
might
isn't it?
slap. No, he's 30 million. He could be worth. He's probably worth 30 million. You know what I mean?
I
If
I say
you,
they put him for 30, we get him for 24 or 25. That's
yeah,
what I think, man.
if you could get him for 25, I'd bite your hand off, mate. I really would.
He is that good, isn't he? Like he is that
I
like
think
he's just gifted individual, man. Like
I'm not sure. You know the success he's witnessed with Man City. Whether
yeah,
he'd go to a club that's not in the Champions League is another kettle of fish. He might, he is
yeah.
a Champions League player, and he'd probably rather be in a club that's playing Champions League.
Yeah, but he might be settled in England. Honestly, he might be settled in England and just wants to stay there. And Manchester, it's not too far. I know it's like far, but it's not too far for him to like kind of move his. Does he have any kids of that? Like he can move his kids into like a new school in East London? Like, oh, I'd love Zinchenko on our squad, man. I would absolutely love that.
I don't think it'll happen, but
So who do you see us getting for left back then? Because like we've been linked with
I've
what's
got
the
a
boy's
clue.
name?
I haven't got a
What,
clue.
I know, but there's a boy. Yeah, I know you did. There's a boy we've been linked with. Left back. What's his name? There's a left back. James from the Anvil knows. He's like some Polish player, and he's brilliant. He's magic. He's amazing. I can't pronounce his last name for the life of me, but he's amazing. And then we've been linked with that. Who is it? Who is it? the Polish player, and then Milenkovic. We've been linked with him too. Coletta Carr, we've been linked with him, but that's like what your like meat and bones comes down to. We've heard all these like murmurs and rumors, but until they hold up the chart, we're not buying any of it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Malay,
Well, I take the
like Malay,
words.
that's it. Talk to me on August 31st. Real talk. Like then we don't got nobody by August 31st. I told Malzy that I would be biting my nails off. But if we do, then hey, we did the bid. Like why, yo, how much is your transfer rate right now, Karen?
My transfer, God knows. I always thought we'd spend 80 million, but
No, if
that's,
West Ham want to cash in and buy Kieran to play up in the team, how much is your transfer going rate, dog? Like, how much do we have to pay to buy you
oh,
to play in the team, dog?
oh, 80 quid.
I was gonna say 5 bob, straight up.
One or the other.
That's
You got to
bro.
pay for my flight. That's 2.5 grand.
My flight, my boots. I'm there. I'm fucking there. I love that. I love that. So okay, so we need to strengthen. Everybody's saying it. Like sounds like a broken record, but it's like left back, striker, center half, and midfield. You agree with
Yeah,
that, or do you like want? That's
that's
four right there.
about right. That's about right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
And
everybody's
you know,
saying.
we've got to me the centre back's done right. He'll be announced in the next 48 hours.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
we got that. I'd like to see a
Yeah.
left back. I'd like to see an attacking midfielder and a
Yeah.
forward type player left. I don't believe Moyes going to buy an out and out centre forward. If he brought in an out and out attacking left winger, I'd be happy with
hmm
that.
So you
I
you
don't
you
believe he's going to buy a forward. I don't.
so you prefer somebody like you prefer somebody like Moyes getting McNeil, like or the what's the boy's name? With the McNeil, and then that's the Burnley boy, but the boy from Newcastle. What's it? Linton, is it?
Oh,
Like,
Linton. I like
yeah,
him, but he's
yeah.
not an option. Anything from Newcastle is not an option because
I know.
Newcastle themselves are building. They're not selling. You know, and
No,
they're bringing players in. So I'm not. As much as I admired what he done, I'm not going to think that we'd ever be looking at him. Uh, I just like to see us fill the positions we need to fill,
yeah,
and uh, and hope we buy the
I
right
agree.
ones. I'm not. I say
Yeah,
I haven't got names to throw up and say this is the right man. I don't care about that. To
yeah,
me,
just,
that's Newman's
yeah,
job and
yeah,
that's Moyes'
yeah,
job, isn't it?
yeah,
It's their job to fucking identify these players, bring them in, and I'm
yeah.
hoping there's one out of the blue that we've never heard of, and
That's
go,
what
oh,
I want. That's
and
I want.
hopefully, and then
That's what I
he's
want.
unbelievable. You go, wow, how good's this boy? That's what I'd like to
That was
see.
that was like Payet though. He was like a diamond in the rough, but like he had like second most like assists in Europe, and it's like he was just diamond in the rough things. And he came to West Ham, revitalized his career, and we need that's the signings I want, like the 10 million, 15 million quid signings that we're not too sure about, but we know they have a success rate, and then bosh, they just like gel
Yeah,
with the team and they're off to the stars. That's all. I'm on the same page as you, Karen. I'm on the exact same page as you, Karen. That's what I'd like to see. I don't want these 50, 60, 70, 80 million quid signings. I want these signings that, yeah, you get me. You get me, don't you? You get me.
exactly that,
Yeah,
mate. Because
no,
most times you pay over £50 million for a player, you
yeah.
see there can be a lot of disappointment
Oh,
because
well, because you're
he
yeah,
has to live up to a price tag.
and he
When
has
you've
to
got
live
a
up.
guy that's only 10,
Yeah,
15 million, he doesn't, and
yeah,
he gets more
100.
leeway as well, and
Mm,
and he might be able to perform better than worried about how much he costs.
no, I
The
hear that.
fans, the fans are a lot easier going on people that don't cost, you know, fucking
Yeah,
60 million.
yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Like you don't have to. They're not trying to live up to the potential of being the next best thing. They're trying to prove themselves, and they're hungry to prove themselves. That's the signings I want.
Yeah.
And I agree with that, man. I agree with that. Who's in the chat? Guys is saying they're saying fans will be paying 10 quid a pint. Wow,
In
10,
Qatar.
10 pound, 10 pound a pint
Wouldn't
in
surprise me.
Qatar. Andy Mars ain't going there, doctor. Yo, I'll tell you that.
No.
Fuck, 10 pound a
Cost them,
pint. What?
cost them 200 quid to get pissed.
200. That's the morning. That's the morning. That's the fucking morning. Oh my days. What you like oh yeah, Qatar. You know what? It should have been in somewhere like Australia, England or America. Like the facilities are already there. They didn't have to build anything. It's a cash cow, I think. I think it's a flipping cash cow, man.
It is.
Really do. Really do. I really do, man. Look, yo, Karen, thank you for coming on. I'm gonna get a breakfast sandwich. It was a
No,
pleasure talking. Pleasure, 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 pleasure talking to you. My favorite person in Australia, and my cousin lives there. Just saying, this is my favorite person from Australia. You don't know. Big up Artisan, big up yourself. Hold on, guys, is
don't
just
wait.
saying. What's that, mate?
You enjoy your breakfast.
Well, I get like a what you call it? It's like a sausage with cheese on an English muffin. Lovely, lovely, man. Guys are saying it's all very well having spending power, but will Pep and Klopp do well in the lower divisions without money? Surely
Well,
that would how good these managers are. What do you
yeah,
think
well,
about that? Yeah.
Jose, you know that's never going to happen. So we'll never know. They don't have to be in lower divisions.
This
Simple
asshole
as
had to
that.
come on. This asshole had to come on. This I was gonna get my breakfast sandwich. He had to come on. He had to come on.
Wally,
Check it out. What
You guys need to be
up?
worried.
show that flag, mate. Show that flag. Get the
Yeah.
flag.
Yes, sir.
You guys need to be worried. I'm not worried about. Only team I'm worried about is Wales in our group in the World Cup.
You should be worried about. You should be worried about Canada in the like semifinals.
Oh
Dog.
yeah,
Straight up,
yeah,
murder
yeah.
you. We'll murder
We're
you.
taking
Yo, it was
Canada
fun.
too. Canada,
You
no
know,
chance.
yo,
No chance.
Jonathan David. Whatever, this guy. How
No,
you doing, my man?
England should
I'm
be a
good.
breeze, Wally. Should be a fucking breeze.
England. You mean the team that hasn't won a match lately? I mean, look at the
No,
USA.
Wally, we're saving ourselves. That's what it is,
Yeah,
apparently.
you better be saving. You better
We
be
got the
saving.
savings. We got the checkings. It's all savings, dog. It's all
It's
savings.
savings.
Bank,
Yep.
at the Bank of America, dog. It's all savings. Oh my days.
All right. I just
What
thought I'd come in and, wish you all
cause
luck in the World Cup, but
cause a ruckus? Yeah,
yeah.
cause a
We're not
ruckus.
interested in the World Cup, Wally. That international shit don't interest me. A lot of rubbish.
There you go.
Me neither, actually, until we're matched up against England. I mean, suddenly I've
Yeah,
become interested.
yeah, that would be
What?
funny. That'd
It'll
be good.
be yeah, it'll be a great 4 months of warm up of, great
That'll be
banter.
mad.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But you know what, Wally? Honestly, I see draw written all over it. I honestly do.
Oh
I
yeah.
see written all over it. Like, because I think you guys are good and you're up for it. England
Right.
kind of too confident, and
Yeah.
they might go there thinking to walk all over you. But no, I see draw. I see draw written all
Yeah.
over it, man.
They're not too confident after the other night, I tell you.
No, we're not at all. No, we're not at all.
The confidence is shot the pit.
Yeah, I heard we're hungry though. Like yo. Oh my days, my friend. Yo, Wally, what I asked Kieran and I asked Mozzie, who's on before, What do you think about the fixture list that we got out this season? 20,000, 20,023. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Well, I don't really look at it so much. We play every team twice.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I love the conspiracy theory that we're put up against Man City. What is it, like 4 out of 5 years? I mean, that's a riot. I mean, it just shows you.
They basically pick the balls out of like a hat. It's like, it's like, when you go to a swingers.
I don't think they do though, Peach.
No, it's a range.
They don't with a picture list. They actually, they design it themselves. They design it themselves. Don't pick it out of a hat, man.
When you go to a swingers party and it's like you just pick the keys out of the hat, like, whoa, I'm going home with like this girl tonight.
You might. You might.
But do you really think it's arranged? Like, do you think it's fixed?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's arranged. It's arranged.
I don't think it's fixed, dog.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fixed. No, I don't.
I don't think
No,
it totally is.
It's not fixed. But they don't pick it out of the hat for the Premier League fixture list.
No.
They actually arrange it to what they think's best, and that's how they come up with it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's certain considerations for scheduling. Like if there's a big concert or something at the London Stadium, they want then West Ham needs to be away that weekend or something. Stuff like that. I don't know.
And not just on Boxing Day, they normally try to put teams as close as they can to where each
stuff
other
like that.
Over Christmas,
right?
Things like that, because we got Arsenal on Boxing Day, so it's a London game, it suits everyone.
Yeah,
things like that.
But do you think like Wally? Do you think that like they don't want West Ham in that group of the top 6, like, and that's why they're giving us these fixtures?
Yeah, for sure.
No, it's not. No, it's not just West Ham, Peach. It's everyone else they don't want in that top.
Yeah,
everyone.
Agreed.
So, it's nothing new. I don't want anyone interrupting their little party.
Right.
But there you go.
Exactly. Yeah,
go ahead.
I think at the end of the season, there's no like big 6 matchups. They don't match up together. They they play against lesser teams, stuff like that. Yeah. So I think it's all arranged in certain considerations. So yeah.
But it's mad. It's mad. Like I forget who said it. It was either James from E20's on TV, or it was Andy Miles from West Ham United. But one of them said they fear the Nottingham Forest match away more than the Man City, and I tend to agree with that.
Yeah,
I do. Their first Premier League game at home.
Oh, they'll be rocking.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we can't beat them, but it's not the game you want. One of their first game at home in the Premier League for many years. You go, fucking hell. You don't really want that in the beginning of the season. If we played them 4 weeks down the track, wouldn't matter. But their first, tough game.
And what's gonna make it worse is like Lucas, when he went to England, we didn't win one flipping game. Thank you, Lucas.
No, he's fucking rubbish. He's a joke.
I know, and what he said when Nottingham Forest got promoted, he's like, I'm circling the away day for the Nottingham Forest match. I'm like, fucking hell.
Oh, no.
I know. That has loss written all over it, man.
He did get to see the 2-2 against Man City. Would have been a good day for him.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I really enjoyed that game. It was a good game.
It was. It was good.
Yeah, right. And I think we'll have Man City. I think we'll have Man City on the first day. What do you think, Wally? You think we're gonna beat them? Draw? Loss? What's the deal?
Man City the first. I'm not too optimistic for that. That's
4-0. 4-0.
Yeah.
4-0 West Ham.
I'm not sure which way.
4-0 West Ham. I love that. Antonio, Bowen, King Lewis Potter and Emmanuel Dennis. There you go.
Right.
4-0 West Ham. I love it.
Let's see who we buy first before we worry about predicting
Yeah.
that game.
4-0 Irving Holland to us. Yeah.
You said mentally you'll put him on loan to West Ham. Yo, Wally, I just gotta ask you one thing. Do you mind?
All right.
How is Pepino, dog? Pepino the poodle. Peppy the
Peppy.
poodle. How is Peppy the poodle, dog?
He's doing all right. He's asleep probably. He gets up at the crack of dawn, to get fed and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he goes back to sleep. And I can't go back to sleep. So
Poor Peppy
yeah.
poodle.
Yeah. So he's sleeping.
Have you ever seen? Go on.
I used to get up the crack of dawn, and she didn't like it.
I wonder why. Have you ever seen Peppy the poodle, Karen?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've seen. Gorgeous little thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We got exclusives. We got exclusives on Peppy the poodle.
Here we come. He's sound asleep.
Let's see it, Doc.
All right, here he is.
Hey, mate, what are you doing, you little French fucker?
There he is. Sound asleep.
Look, full of energy. Look. He looks
Peppy,
like
wake
one
up.
of the England players, Bolly.
Yeah. Wake up, Peppy. Wake up. Look at that. He's sound asleep. He won't even wake up.
Yeah. Bit like England's defence the other night.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well.
Oh, my days. Have you had your coffee yet, Wally?
I've had one, but I've only had one. I got to go back for more. In fact, that's what I'm
How many coffees do you have a day? Like, real talk. I think you have more today than I have ciders today, guys.
No. I drink usually just two coffees a day. That's it. Otherwise, I can't drink too much. I would drink it all day, but then I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Yeah. That's the effect cider has on me. I drink like more than two, and I can't get to sleep, dog. So I'm with you on that.
I do 5 cups of tea a day.
Okay.
And how do you take your tea, Karen? If you make a tea, how you're taking? I'm gonna guess. Because you're East Ham, ain't you? You're East Ham, so you're just having like tea and milk. Like me, I'm tea, milk with like 2 sugars, but no, 3 sugars sometimes.
I'm the same, mate. I have two sugars, but I use raw sugar. I have 2 raw sugars and a little bit of milk, strong tea.
Raw sugar.
So the raw sugars is like the brown sugars, yeah?
No, it's not brown sugar, but it's raw sugar. But it looks brown, yeah.
Same thing. Yeah, and they come in like those little brown patches, like sachets. Like, same thing. Wow, I didn't expect that from you. I thought you were like.
Well, you can't buy it in a kilo bag if you're not in a fucking restaurant, mate.
Well, there you go. Wally, what do you got on for today, man?
What do I got on? Well, it's Saturday, so I'll probably need to go to the store, get some food.
Yeah.
And we're probably gonna go out to dinner tonight. So
where are you going out to dinner?
I don't know. I got to find a place. Probably.
What do you fancy?
What?
What do you fancy? Like pasta, fish, steak, like what's
probably like seafood, maybe. Nice seafood.
Yeah.
Nice shrimp. Yeah. So we'll see. Got to figure that out.
I just had my dinner before I came on. I had a lamb shank.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
In a red wine jus.
That's the only way to have it, dog. The only way to have it, then with like a red wine jus, like sauce, like gravy thing. Only way to have it. I love it.
Mashed potato. Load of mash. and veggie. Really nice.
But you could put like a little bit of garlic in the mash. Like honestly, it turns
Yeah,
out good.
I love garlic, but I don't. My mash. That's it. Don't like any garlic in it.
Yeah,
But I do like garlic.
that's the East London in you though, Doug. That is your East London.
Yeah, it's an Irish thing too, mate. I just don't. I can't have anything disturbing my mashed potato. It's
You get what
not
I'm saying?
normal.
But you have to have butter on that, like butter,
Yeah.
all on the
Butter
mash.
and salt.
Like, yes,
Yeah,
Gotta
butter, salt.
yes,
That's all you need, mate.
yes.
And a little
Yeah.
bit of milk. I like touch of milk in it, just to
Oh,
cream it.
have to. Yeah,
So that's the
and
secret.
Wally,
I've-
right. You're right there.
Yeah, butter and milk. Like I don't know if you've ever had grits. You know, Southern grits.
Oh, grits
Yeah.
are shit, dog. Grits are
Yeah,
shit.
no.
Porridge, dog.
Yeah,
Man,
no.
porridge, dog.
No,
Yes,
no.
yes,
No.
yes.
But you know,
We-
Wally, mate, when I was in 1980, I was in Miami, and I
Uh-huh.
think I went into a Howard Johnson's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I ordered a breakfast and it came with his grits, and I thought
It
it's
was-
fucking disgusting, right?
No.
But I was
Yeah.
young then, right? I was only 19 then, right? So it's just something I wonder. I'm not sure I even gave it a go. Really, I went, "Oh fuck that! I wouldn't eat that." You know. But I'd like to try it now to see what it's actually like. What is it, grits, Wally?
it's shit. It's absolute shit tasteless.
Yeah, that's awful. What kind of shit is it?
It's corn shit. It's corn.
It
It's
is
made out of
shit.
corn.
Oh, yeah, that
But
is
here's
shit.
the secret. Like if you
No,
just,
you're right, Karen. It's shit.
listen, if they serve it to you, you can't just eat it like they serve it to you. You got to take the butter. You got to melt the butter on it. You know, put a ton of butter on it, and then
So
put
you
salt all
gotta
over
do
it.
work.
Yeah.
So you're ordering from the restaurant. You got to do work after they fucking serve it to you. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I remember it looked really milky. Is it milky and milk and butter on it, or?
It's disgusting. That's what it is.
Well, it is. Yeah, if you don't put the butter, I guess maybe some people might put milk, but it's butter and salt. You got to put, and then it's like popcorn. It just tastes, like popcorn.
It's not like popcorn
Yes.
at all.
But it
No,
tastes
it
like
is
popcorn.
not.
It looked
is
like
so-
someone. It tasted like someone's foot corns. That's what it fucking tasted like.
It tasted like somebody had a white shit. That's what it tasted like, dog. Like I ain't about it. Yo, Wally, let me go on.
Well, then if you have some left over, you can use it for spackle. It
Ew.
firms up
Ew.
really beautifully. You can fill in cracks in your salad, stuff
I'm
like
doing
that.
like the Brooklyn Shuffle, dog. Like, ew, no, thank you, no.
I reckon you'd be giving it to Pepe. That's what you'd be doing.
Oh yeah, if they'll wake up.
It's dog. Kira's absolutely right, dog. It's dog food. That's what it is, dog. I ain't playing with you. Wally, if you go seafood tonight, yeah? You go
Yeah.
seafood tonight, are you having crab or are you having lobster?
Shrimp.
Probably shrimp. Gotta
Oh,
have
no,
shrimp.
shrimp's not in the equation, Kieran, you prick. It's either lobster or crab. What are you having, Wally?
If I had that choice, I'd probably have lobster.
Oh, you're a
Nice
crab.
lobster.
You're a crab. No. It's tasteless. You are a grits man, dog. You are a
Listen.
grits man.
That's the thing with lobster.
Yeah.
You gotta
No.
get the butter. It's all about the butter.
All
Yeah,
the,
lobster.
I know,
dip
but
it-
all the,
You dip it in the melted butter. It's
None of that margarine shit either. None of that
No.
margarine.
oh
all
no. Throw that
the
out.
food this son is talking about. All the food this son's talking about, you got to do two things to it to eat it. No, let it have crab. It's already there, good, tasty. But you don't have to do nothing to crab. Real talk. Wally, you're making it hard for yourself.
It's all about the
You're making it
butter.
hard. No, butter is good though on lobster. I do agree. But I'll take crab any day of the week. There's lobsters to sell. How much you pay for lobsters where you live in Pennsylvania?
Oh yeah, they're expensive. I mean, If you go out to eat and get a lobster, it'll be like $40, whereas the other entrees might be like $25 or something. Yeah, it's a lot more.
See,
It's
they
expensive.
got deals at the grocery shop. They got deals right now. Full lobster for $10, and they'll clean it for you, everything for you. Like,
No way! Wow.
you think I should go get one? You think I should go get
Absolutely.
one?
Yep.
Okay,
$10
I'm going.
for a fucking lobster.
And a pound
Yep.
of butter. Get a pound of
Yep.
butter.
That's a
Melted
big
butter.
prawn. That's a big prawn you're talking about. $10.
That's a crawfish. That's a crawfish.
Crayfish. It was like
Crawfish.
Wally.
Crawfish.
Crayfish.
Come on.
Coventry. But like, remember,
I don't know. I couldn't buy the shell of a lobster for $10.
remember Wally? Remember George Carlin? And he was like, "You got jumbo shrimp and big shrimp, like jumbo shrimp." Like, that was so dope. There's a wicked documentary on him on Netflix, man. He's a genius. Like,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was
What a prophet. Yeah.
That's the thing. Right?
Amazing.
We call it prawn. You call it shrimp. Molly.
Yeah.
It's called a prawn. We call it prawns.
No.
The shrimp or the baby. The shrimp, we call shrimp the really little baby thing. But the jumbo shrimp is king prawns here.
Okay.
And, you get a really good size. But I tell you what, I've seen some in Thailand that are like fucking that size.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
They're ridiculous. Whether they taste any better, Wally, I don't know. But I've never had one. But they're ridiculous. They're about a fucking foot fucking big. Mental.
We got to get
they're
Thailand Paul. Thailand Paul needs to do an investigation into Thailand prawns. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to ask him, yeah.
Yeah, what a show
What's
that
the
is,
biggest
man.
Thailand prawn you can get? Is it a real prawn?
Yeah.
Or have they injected it with something? Did they have the vax? Did they have the vax? No, that big.
Right.
But it's like prawns. Here they have like more legs. Like the shrimp, they don't have as many legs as the prawns. Like, it's nuts. It's like we got prawns up here, but I don't know, on the odd occasion, because we got more shrimp. But it's like the prawns. Oh my days! You eat them with the shell on or shell off?
Yeah, and imagine you would have got nice prawns in Canada.
Nothing. I know, but do you eat them with the shell on or shell off?
Well, you cook them with the shell on, but then you peel them.
Yeah, peel.
You peel.
They've got to be peeled.
Yeah.
Even though the natives here and the Maori boys here, they like eating the prawn heads. They like eating them.
Do they? Oh.
That's where you get all the taste from. I bet you.
They like sucking out the brains.
Yeah,
sucking out the
suck the
brains.
heads.
Prawn head.
That's what you
Like,
do with crawfish. You suck the head.
Yeah.
Not my thing, but
I'm still buzzing off his lamb shank in the wine sauce, like. How do you mean? Like, fuck it. No, that's like, oh my days.
do you know what makes me sick? Do you know what makes me sick?
Yeah.
Sticking my fingers down my throat.
Yeah. There you go. You know what that's like here? That's like eating grits. Straight up. That's like eating grits.
Same thing.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
It's too early. It's too early to run them things that I was going to. Okay. Yo!
I'll tell you what.
What's up?
You know what? There's only one good thing that Pepe does for me, okay?
What's that, man?
Let me tell you a story about Pepe. We were down in New Orleans. We had Pepe, and I was walking him, and there was and it happened to be the Super Bowl was being held there, and there was a house that was rented out to the NFL cheerleader all-stars. So it was like 2 cheerleaders from each team. It was the top cheerleaders from each team, and they were performing at the Super Bowl. Well, anyway, they were renting this house, and I walked by with Pepe, right? These girls were outside. They were all in their outfits, ready to go to to some event. Let me tell you, that Pepe was a cheerleader magnet, man. They all came over, and they're like, "Oh, he's so cute."
Yeah.
So cute. Oh
That's
yeah,
Really?
they took
big up.
pictures with him and all the whole thing,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah,
You
yeah.
could have filmed it, Wally. You could have filmed it, mate. What's that with you?
I was too
I'm with the
busy.
cheerleaders.
I was too
Listen,
busy holding cheerleaders.
yeah, and yeah, you got two things on your mind too. I can imagine. Oh my days,
It was
that's like the gone.
it was great. It was great fun. That Pepe. So he had one useful moment for me.
Yeah, you
That's
done
like
well.
yo, that's like Benji, isn't it? Remember Benji, that dog that did the
Yeah,
movie?
yeah,
That's like Benji dogs. Like everybody loves Benji. Everybody loves Peppy. And like there's two syllables in Peppy, two syllables
No,
in Benji.
if you want to sneak up on fucking cheerleaders, buy a dog. Simple.
That's it.
yeah, yep. By
Yeah.
a
A
cute
cute
little
dog.
dog. Yep.
Oh, Peppy the Don. Peppy the Don
Yeah.
Gargon.
Well,
Yeah.
well, you know, it's funny. He wanted nothing to do with the cheerleaders. He just wanted to come at me, and they were all like, "Oh, he's so cute," and they're all over him, and he's like jumping at me, like, "Get me away from these women."
Well, is he gay? Is he gay? Is he a gay dog?
I think he might be. Yeah, I think he might be. He follows me all around.
Peppy Gady. We'll call him Peppy Gady, dog.
Yeah.
But yo, it's still like shone light on your eyes. Like yo, were they like Los Angeles
Yeah.
Laker like girl quality? Like they
Oh,
were?
absolutely. These were the top. I mean,
No,
it was two
no.
cheerleaders from each NFL sides, and they were the top ones. Okay, so
Yeah, right.
you had and they were all like made up. They were ready to go to some event, and they were all made up to the T in their little outfits.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
I bet they look
spectacular.
fantastic.
Oh, they
Yeah.
did. Yeah, yep. And then
You
right
must
after,
have go on.
yeah, then when we left, they hopped on a bus and went down to some event. So, yeah.
You must have had a nice wank after that, Mikey. You must have had a nice wank after that, dog.
I don't think it was anything. Don't bring it down to that, for fuck's sake.
No, but honestly, think
Tear
about
him
it.
one
Like,
off. Tear him
no,
one
but
off. Like,
no,
Peppy,
come on.
Peppy might
We're all
do it.
boys. No, we're all boys. Like, yo, imagine. Like, I don't think you imagine the scale here. Like, I'm talking Los Angeles Laker girls, dog.
Mhm.
Like, you
Yeah.
can't imagine the scale. They're hot as like
Oh my
volcano
God.
things.
Yeah.
They're hot as lava. Like, Wally must have run back home, like, piss off Peppy, like, gone into the toilet and had some things, like, freely, like,
Let me tell you, for these NFL teams, every year they hold tryouts. They have tryouts for the cheerleader squad. So, I mean, I don't know, hundreds of girls sign up for the tryouts and stuff, and they pick the best out of them. So these women are, top notch.
Actually, Wally, I clicked on once accidentally. Accidentally, he says. I know it was a cheerleader thing. It's not a competition. No, it's a big competition we were having.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was on a beach area. I can't remember where it was, San Diego or somewhere. And my God, and they're all so fit. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
most of the guys in them are gay. Are gay
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
There's a mixture of blokes and women. Do the cheerleader thing.
Right.
And
Right.
most of them are gay. But the girls, man, God, they're fit, and they throw them everywhere.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
the routine is unbelievable. They are like gymnasts who do that.
Yeah, they are. Yep. Yeah, they're gymnasts.
oh, 100%.
Yeah.
They're like gymnasts, like, slash strippers. Like, real talk, honestly. They're like gymnasts slash stripper, dog. Like, Wally, you go on.
Well, so I'm sure what you saw, Kieran, was those are a lot of college cheerleaders, and they do formations and flips and all that.
That's right.
Jazz.
They're all college, yeah.
Yeah. Now in the NFL, they just dance basically. They're dancers.
right.
They don't really do the formation stuff, so they're even better looking. and and you know, they're more for, you know, they're more like eye candy, unfortunately. Yeah. So,
Yeah, more
anyway.
for show. Yeah, gotcha.
But
Yeah.
it's all about that, like Dr. Musk, who like took over Los Angeles Lakers. You have to watch that the TV show on HBO.
Yes.
It's not
Showtime.
Winning
Yeah.
Time.
Showtime.
Your Showtime. It's amazing.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I think the Hammerettes have got a bit of work to do.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
Oh, not many, dog. Not many.
I'm trying to get, you know, Sullivan Gold to get some cheerleaders in. I think that'll just spice it up, you know.
Yo, get some strippers in, dog. How do you mean? Yo,
Even better.
Dog. Just get some strippers in. There's your halftime show. Everybody will go to the like have a wank. Like, you know. Oh my days. Oh my days.
We're gonna be in trouble.
So, seafood for Wally. What, Kieran? You have the lamb shank. What the hell am I gonna have for dinner, dog? I have no idea.
Go and eat.
What's that?
Go and eat something, son. Go and eat something.
I'm going to. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Go eat something.
Great fun.
Bye-bye.